Hi, I'm Brian Davis, the amateur cook with time on his hands. In this episode, I'm going to make easy, superb cauliflower cheese. It takes a little bit of time in preparation, but to build the dish and cook it is really fast. We start off with a head of cauliflower, half steam it, so we don't cook it all the way through. We then roast it off with onion and garlic and streaky bacon, which is optional. We then introduce a nice, creamy, cheesy mix as the sauce, and then top it off with cherry tomatoes and quality English cheddar cheese, and it's to die for. So these are the ingredients we're going to use for our easy, superb cauliflower cheese. So on this side I've got everything for the sauce. I've got 75 grams of Stilton. If you don't like Stilton, substitute it with another strong cheese. 75 grams of Parmesan. They're going to go in there because that's all going to go into my cheesy sauce. I've got 100 milliliters of double cream, 100 milliliters of cooking or whipping cream. That's going to go in there as well. You can see the double cream at the bottom. I'm going to mix it all up later. Three teaspoons of Dijon mustard. You can also use English mustard. Half a teaspoon of black pepper and half a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. So that all goes in there. I will blend that up later. Then I've got one large or two small onions. I'm just going to chop that coarsely. One cauliflower, which I'm going to break up into florets. I'm then going to partially steam it. I've got 150 grams of Somerset cheddar cheese. 3 cloves of garlic, which actually 4 if you see the size of that bad boy. 5 rashers of bacon. I'm using streaky bacon, but you can use the halal beef bacon that I've shown several times on the show, or you could use turkey bacon, or you could just leave it out if you just wanted it to be purely vegetarian. And around 150 grams of cherry tomatoes. There's the cauliflower in the steamer. We've set it for 20 minutes. That should just be cooked just enough that it's not fully cooked, and then we'll roast that in the oven, then add the creamy cheese sauce, and then finish it off with the tomatoes and English cheddar. Okay, the cauliflower's just finished steaming. I'm going to put it into an 8" by 12" or 200mm by 300mm baking dish. I'm also going to weigh it so you get an idea of what the weight of cauliflower is in the dish. You could, if you wanted a bit crunchier, just steam it for 15 minutes. I'm going to leave it at that, so I've got a little bit left over, but that is just short of 700 grams of cauliflower, which suits this baking dish perfectly. So that's what we're going to use for the cauliflower cheese. Okay, we'll start off just by seasoning the cauliflower. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt, not too much. Okay. Then we're going to add our bacon, which we've just slightly cooked off. And then there's our onions and garlic. Just give that a bit of a mix. Get that in. Then we're going to drizzle with some extra light olive oil, the type that you can cook and fry with, that will take the heat. Then we're just going to drizzle that, not too much, just enough. And there we go. Just use my hands just to mix that all in. Okay. This will go in the oven now at 180 C or 200 C if you're using the fan, for between 10 and 15 minutes. I'll just keep an eye on it. When it looks like it's developing some colour, not too much, then we'll take it out. Then we'll add our cream and cheese mixture, tomatoes, and the final topping of cheese, and then put it back in to finish it off. Cauliflower's been roasting for 10 minutes. I'm just going to now stir it up again, then put it back in the oven for 5 minutes before then finishing it off with the cream, cheese, and the topping. You see, we're just getting a slight bit of colour on there, which is what I wanted. We'll just turn that around. The onions and the bacon. Instead of bacon, for vegetarians, just use some cashew nuts. I would break them up a little bit in a pestle and mortar, or you could leave them whole and just put them in, and then you'd get the nice taste of the cashew plus the different, you'd get a crunch, of course, the crunchy texture. Remember, food's is about taste, smell and texture. There we go, back in for 5 minutes, then we'll dress that, finish it off. The tomatoes just add another flavour dimension to the dish. So I'm not sure, because my camera just switched off, I'm not sure if you saw me mixing the cheese mixture into the cauliflower. That's what I've done, the cheese and cream mixture. I've now put on the cherry tomatoes, and now, oops, there's one left, we'll put that in there. Now we're just going to top this with the Somerset cheddar cheese. Then back in the oven for 10 minutes, and then 5 to 10 minutes under a medium grill. You can increase the cheese if you want more cheese, but this should be okay. Right, back in the oven. There it is, it looks and smells fabulous. We'll just let it cool down for 5 minutes or so, and then we'll have the taste test. Time for the taste test. Lots and lots of flavour going on here. Lots. The cream sauce with the cheese in there. The tomatoes and the cheddar cheese crust. And you've got the influence from the bacon, the garlic and the onion. This is good. This is really good. I think we could get away with steaming the cauliflower for 5 minutes less, so for 10 to 15 minutes. But that's just if you want it to be a little bit more al dente tasting, but there's nothing wrong with this. I know what my lunch is today. I'm Brian Davis, the amateur cook with time on his hands. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. If you like what I've done today, give me the thumbs up. If not, you know, I'm a big boy, give me the thumbs down.